Hello everybody, this is Jeffrey GT7 and welcome to the episode. In this episode, I'm going to be using the Renault Clio at Tokyo Express 600 with its engine swap. So if you want to stay behind with the step-by-step process, you can, or if you want to go ahead and skip fast forward to any part of the episode, you're more welcome to do so, but I do recommend just staying back here. That way you won't miss anything special in this particular setup. Now, if for some reason this particular build does not help you out at Tokyo Expressway, then I would highly suggest to keep that swap in that car and use it for Le Mans, because for that particular engine, you're going to have great acceleration and really good top end speed. That could be a huge game changer against your Group 4s at Le Mans. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So covering the first step, of course, is going to be how to find the car. This car can be found at the used car dealership. There it is right there. It's going to cost you about $73. To me personally, this is more of a car you kind of get a little bit in the beginning part of the game. You can look at the stats too. Even if you choose not to do the swap method, you could still put in a couple upgrades and just, try your best at Tokyo Express 600 without having the swap. But after you grab this particular car, the next step, of course, is going to be the engine swap, or the wide body. Excuse me. We're going to add the wide body first. The reason why I'm going to do this is just to lower the PP points, and that's literally it. Here is the engine swap. Now, this engine swap is from the 98 Impreza WRX Rally car. If you guys know what that rally car looks like and where to get it, that's exactly what it's based off from. Now, in order to buy a swap, you have to be at least collector level 50 to buy engine swaps and to get ultimate parts. So I'm level 70, which gives me the rights to buy this particular swap. What I recommend doing is just pause the episode, go to your tuning shop at your home and see, or your parts, and see if you have this particular engine and get you a free installation for this car. Rather, just in case if you're not yet level 50 and want to have a chance at this particular swap. Other than that, stats are over pretty good for this particular swap. We'll be able to do some upgrades to this engine, of course, and with this car, and that's going to be covering the engine swap. So here's the livery that I'll be using for this particular episode. Just make sure the car is in fact wide before you put it on there, otherwise it'll not work. There are the hashtags right there on top of the screen. Just in case you want to pretty much look it up from the game itself, or you could simply do this as an alternative route that will help out later on as well. If you guys like to follow me in the game, here are the instructions right here. Just go to Showcase, search my name up, click on a car with a livery, which is a custom style, which I do sometimes build. Click on my profile picture. Click on the user page, and then finally click on the blue follow button, and just by doing that, you'll be able to follow me in the game. That way you have to go to my news feed for any liveries that will help you out. Now, the reason why you want to follow me in the game is so that way whenever you do check out my stuff in my news feed, I'll have that livery right there for you to grab, and it'll be a little bit easier, faster process rather than just have to manually search it. Now, here's the parts I'm using for this car, just in case if you don't want the livery. Here's the rims. Just make sure you just copycat what I have on there. The front bumper, it's going to be type B. After you get that installed, the next part is going to be just for optional. It's going to be the side. It's going to be standard, more of a cosmetic look, to be honest. After this, the rear wing's going to be type B, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be all the parts from car customization. Moving now to the main build setup for this particular car, there's our swap to the far left. As you can see, we're using sport hard tires with stock suspension. I got fully customized differential. For our downforce, there's no downforce needed for the front. You're going to maximize all of it to the back at 150. You need to buy ballast. Make sure you grab 150 points for ballast. Make sure you put all of the weight toward the front, -50. 83 for power restrictor, and then fully customized manual transmission at 360 kilometers. And to finish it up, high RPM supercharger with racing clutch flywheel with weight reduction stages 1, 2, and 3, and finishing up increased vibration, and that's going to be all the parts you'll need for this car. So it's going to be somewhat of a tuning is involved, of course, with the downforce, and of course adding weight and nerfing the overall engine. But other than that, it should be relatively pretty easy, and once the parts are installed with the car, there's like little to no maintenance needed to adjust the car. Now the question is going to be, how good is this car? Well, like I did say before, this is going to be a rally car engine, so the speed and the acceleration is going to be really, really good. You should be able to have a pretty big edge over the rest of the field when it comes to especially those two things, the acceleration and for speed. For this particular build, we will have to eventually have to make a pit stop in this race. Unfortunately, our fuel will not be good enough to last us the rest of the race without having to come in to get some more fuel. But apart from that, starting this race with the Renault Clio, so far it's a good start to us. Already in the top 5 as we approach the first underpass bridge of this lap, as we made an easy pass on the red GTR. And then once we actually get through the rest of the lap, we will find ourselves right in P2. So other than that, very good start for us in this race. The car is going to be a little bit on the oversteer side, so even though having the weight distribution pretty much 50-50, the car is going to feel a little bit loose from the rear end of the car, so just keep that in mind whenever you try to do this run. Once we get through these corners, we're going to try to make a move on the Impreza if it's possible. You can just see our car just slide naturally through there in that corner, and it actually was pretty fun to drive, especially just seeing how good the acceleration is from this car. We're going to get a little bit elbows out with the Impreza. Unfortunately, the Impreza is going to come back right at us to take away that P4, but luckily for us on this long straightaway, we do have the speed advantage over the Impreza, and we'll be able to recover P4. As you saw there, the old Gen Supra again was able to mess up its braking point, allowing us to get closer and closer to both the Supra and the Ria. Once we get to this main stretch, though, we're going to make 2 very easy overtakes on both the Ria and the Supra. Because of our really good straight line pace, and you can see right there, it's like literally no contest for us. It's like we ourselves have a little jetpack in the back of our car, and just like that, we're gonna go ahead and swipe away, making ourselves P2 right at the beginning of lap number 2. So we're gonna go ahead now and fast forward to a little bit later into the end of lap 2 and lap 3. We have caught up with the race leader, and we're going to pretty much catch up to the leader and pass it at the same exact spot we did the previous lap on both the Ria and the Impreza. And you can see no contest whatsoever with the power of this engine swap compared to the Honda NSX. From getting the lead from that point on, we basically ran away from it. Fast forward now to lap number 8. It's going to be our official hot lap for this race. So I would recommend that you just guys stay back here, watch the hot lap, see what the car is doing, and then I'll be right back to cover the next step for our pit stop. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fast forward to one lap later to lap 9. This is going to be our lap to pit. As you can see, we're going extremely close to run out of fuel. Luckily for us, we were just right there at the pit entrance as we ran out of fuel. The tires overall are still in decently good shape, so I'm not going to change them. I'm going to keep them the way they are. All I'll be doing here is just refilling the fuel. Just enough fuel just to get us by to finish up the rest of the race, and that's going to be it for our simple and easy pit strategy. As we finish up the race, the car did very well for it to be a swap build. It's going to be a pretty decently good time too. It's going to be an overly average 26:09 as we finish up this race. Now, I do know there are some other cars out there in the game that can actually improve and beat this total time, but for this car, not too shabby at all. So if you do have both the car and the swap, I really recommend giving this a shot whenever you get a chance. Got ourselves that clearance bonus, and that's going to be it for the episode. Now, for the next episode, it's going to be something a little bit different. Now, I do know in this channel, I mainly do builds that are you do races without using any wall ride techniques, but I'm figuring just for this one-off here, I do know that this Audi R8 I think it's the V12 or V10. I do not realize that this particular car has the Bugatti Chiron swap, and I really have never gotten experience to see what this car can do with the wall ride technique. I tried to see if it was possible to do this particular swap build using it with just trying to take the track the correct way, but unfortunately the handling is not the best for that, so I'm having to rely on the wall riding. But I'm just doing it just for the fun of it. I'm not usually accustomed to do wall ride grinds, as for me personally it does not really give out a accurate depiction of what the car performance can do on the track. But you know, we're just doing this a one-off deal, and hopefully this will really help you out a lot in Tokyo Expressway 600 just to get the credits as fast as possible. That's the main basis for the next episode. So if you guys have any suggestions, more welcome to put them in the comments below. And until then, I'll see you guys later, and take care. Thank you again for watching today's episode. Hopefully this particular tune has helped you out in Gran Turismo 7. If there is a particular build you'd like for me to try out, or a different race, car class, whatever it is, you're more than welcome to put any suggestions down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do them. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, why not go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well? It would be very much appreciated. Also, leave a like and share it. If you know somebody personally that is struggling to get a win at Tokyo Expressway 600, then you're more than welcome to share this episode, and hopefully it will help them out. Until then, I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of the day or night for it might be, and be safe.